Good morning to us on the America's coast. Good evening for those of you that are in Europe, or good night if you're further than Europe, more east of Europe. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm glad that you all could join us. I got some good alpha today, and I wanted to bring this stuff to you guys early in the year so that everybody can start setting themselves up for success. And this is a big deal. We want to always be planning with some caveats, right? We want to be able to go in and out of what we're doing. We never want anything to be just super solid. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be here no matter what. But at the same time, we do want to have our goals so that everybody knows the direction that they're headed. And so yesterday I had a really good class with my students, and today I'm going to share a little bit of what I covered with them, but I'm also going to be opening up my portfolio. A lot of them already know what my portfolio looks like, but I'm going to open up aspects of my portfolio so that everybody can take a look and understand exactly what I am doing. Now, before we actually get started, I wanna bring up kind of like what a few things on how I take profit, because so many people are like, well, how do I take profit? What do I do? And while we don't give financial advice, I'll tell you how I do it, and I'll tell you how I manage our Managed Vault, which our Managed Vault is a pool of crypto that me and two of our other coaches manage on behalf of our students on the blockchain, which is really cool. And we'll go into that today as well, so everybody can take a look at some of the things that we offer to people outside of the ARC, which is our educational program, where we teach people. Now, let me go ahead and share some stuff. My internet has been a little wanky today, but hopefully it'll jazz up here in a little bit. Let's first talk a little bit about the Bitcoin dump yesterday, because that is part of the plan. Okay, that is part of the plan. So let's pull this up here, and let me share my screen with you. All right, here we go. So yesterday, one of the things that I wanted to point out to so many of my students was that, when you see these pullbacks, and especially for those of you just getting into crypto, okay, when you see these pullbacks, know that these things are absolutely normal. All right. Now, and especially during bull markets. Okay. I think I counted 10 or 11 the first year that I got into crypto, and it was like gut-wrenching because I didn't know what to expect. But you can see there's so many different pullbacks here. Okay, and this is wrong year. Let's go to 2017 here. So let's take a look just here in 2017 when I first got in. Right here from March to July, I mean, there was two substantial pullbacks, okay, and way bigger pullbacks than what we saw this week so far. Look at this, a 36% pullback in the price of Bitcoin. Right here, let's go to March. Oh, whoops. So these are things that you can anticipate happening, and excuse me, 28% pullback. All right. Probably a little bit if I go from wick to wick, but these are things that you can anticipate happening, that you can start planning, okay, into your goals, and just go, look, these things are going to go up and down. Now, why does it go so hard in Bitcoin? Why does it go so quick? Well, that's because we're dealing with less money in the market. So the more money that comes into the market, the slower the pullbacks are. Okay. And we've seen, pullbacks way, way less than what they used to be back in 2017 and beyond, from when I first got in. Okay. So let's take a look. Like yesterday was nothing, and we're already starting to see ourselves come back. So let's take a look at just like what yesterday's pullback looked like. And, nothing changed fundamentally for Bitcoin. We were only down 9.4%, but now we're up, let's see here. Today as a whole, where is it? Trading view is a little more technical, but, we're already up 2.5 or 3%. Okay. So, this is the way things occur. And these, huge candles, let's take a look at like right here, like when this went down back in August, let's go from the top here all the way down to this bottom wick here. That's a 16% drop, which isn't that bad. But then look what it kept doing. Just kept climbing back up, right? Just kept climbing back up. So in my opinion, we are definitely still in bull market territory, and the chart definitely reflects that. Look at this, guys and gals, what we've done since essentially this bottom here in November of 2022. We're up 195%. All right. So again, you could have been shaken out here, right here. You could have been shaken out here. You could have been shaken out here if you didn't have a plan in place. Okay. So one of the plans that I have, this is actually my daughter's portfolio, but I call this my 5K to hold on real quick, and let me log into this. I call this portfolio my 5K to 1 million for portfolio that I'm hopefully going to be hitting with my daughter. And I have a very strategic strategy on how I'm getting set up here, but I want to show you some of my plays so that you understand what I'm doing. Let me boost this up a little bit here and let's take a look. So let's connect. Yep. All right. So you can see some of my positions down here. Okay. Now, some of my positions I have here are staked ETH, which I'm very bullish on Ethereum still. It hasn't moved up. So I think that there's a lot of room for Ethereum to go here. We've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king. We've got just regular old Ethereum, which I may actually convert it into staked ETH because at least here I'm earning like between 3 and 7% per year, depending on what the emissions are on the fees that are earned on Ethereum. And then we have Solana. These are like really my top 3 cryptos. Okay, but take a look at what my patience has paid off. So on all of these, I actually used a 2 times leverage, meaning when I ended up getting into these plays, I borrowed somebody else's money to match the amount of money that I came in with. So I actually ended up investing, I think it was like between $200 and $500 in each one of these positions. And so if I invested $200, I did a 2x position. So that means I ended up getting another $200. Now I pay interest on that $200. But here's the thing. If my crypto goes up, let's say Bitcoin goes up by 50%, I just made a 100% gain. You see what I'm saying? I just made a 100% gain. Okay. And I have a video on how you can do this and actually how you can get in and earn some extra crypto in Cuenta in my YouTube. So if you guys go over to my YouTube, I have a free video. And then I also have a video on our website in regards to this, but I think you'll find that on the YouTube video. But this is definitely a big way that I've made lots of money. Now take a look at some of these returns. Staked ETH, I've made 113% in this short span of like 4 months. Bitcoin, 139% I've made. And Bitcoin has not, in the last 4 months, has not gone up by 139%. Okay. ETH has been a lower performer, okay, at 60%. That's okay. I think this one's going to still come back. And then up until yesterday, Solana, I was actually up 250% in just like maybe 1.5, 2 months. All right. But why am I only up 76%? Because yesterday I dollar cost averaged more into this position. Why? Because Solana was on a dip. and I'm already up some on this trade. Let's see here. What am I on? The 15 minute? Yeah, the 15 minutes. So let's see here. Yeah, so I'm already definitely up on this trade. Okay, I'm already definitely up on just the trade that I made yesterday. Okay, so this is a way, again, if you guys go into my YouTube, you can find out how to leverage trade using Quenta, and what I'll go into more of the possibility. Now, you have to take a look at the funding rate, okay, on this, because, and this is all part of your planning. You have to look at all these things, because if you get into leverage, there's fees, there's all sorts of things. If you're borrowing money, you got to pay that money, right? Or you got to understand that it's going to accumulate and go against you. So right here, okay, I put the 1 year funding rate. Right now it's down, and this rate fluctuates based off if the market's down or up. When the market's down, this funding rate, I may actually get paid, okay, if I'm in a long position, which is really cool. However, when the market's starting to go up, don't be surprised if you see this funding rate in like the 100%. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get charged the 100%. It's just amortized over 1 year. And that's what the funding rate is at that point in time. But you can like grind it down all the way down to the 1 hour funding rate, which right now it's just nominal. Okay, which is great. I like that. I like when funding rates are down, but I also don't mind it when it's up, because when it's up, I'm making money. Okay. So now some of you may be asking like, well, what are you going to do to take profit on this? All right. And will your funding rate eat into your profits? Well, yeah, of course. They're lending me the money, so it will eat into some of my profits, but I'm still going to be way more ahead than if I ended up just spot holding this when I use leverage. And the coolest part about this is all on the blockchain. So there's no Binance, there's no Coinbase. They cannot shut you out of this. This is decentralized. You just connect your wallet and you get in. And this is, again, some of the things that I show my students. I have a free video on it. If you go to YouTube, and then there should be a link in the YouTube where I go deep dive into this. In fact, I even think I show where I bought Solana at, so you guys can see that I'm not joking around with Solana and how much we made. Okay, so now, where am I going to take profit? These are my long-term trades, and I'm probably actually going to dollar cost average more into this. Okay, more into this. And so I probably will start to cash these positions out at some point in time in late 2025. All right, in late 2025. Now, these are the positions that I'm going to be taking my profits into. Okay, these are the positions that I'm going to be taking my profits into. And by the way, I'll answer some questions here at the end, so stand by. Now, let's take a look at how I take profits and what are some of the things that I'm doing. So this is Taurus Managed Vault. Again, this is the pool of money that I actually manage. And the coolest thing about it is this is actually linked to a cryptocurrency called Taurus. We don't actually print it. There's a third party that prints it. But all of these assets in here, and I'm going to go through them, are actually backed. The coin is actually backed by all of these assets. So there's no hidden, oh, well, maybe the money's there, maybe it's not. No, this is all Web3. Guys, gals, this is the future of money management right in front of your eyes. It's not like, oh, send me some money and maybe you'll see it in a year and maybe there's a withdrawal. None of that. All right. This is all on the blockchain. And in fact, you can even buy this crypto right now. All right. On Uniswap, and it's going for $1.27. And again, it is backed by all of these assets. Okay. So let's take a look at some of these assets. And if somebody, I don't know if somebody could actually put the link to buy this on Uniswap. It's fully decentralized again. If you want to buy $100 worth of it, check it out. You're more than welcome to do that. And or if you want to buy $10,000 worth, you can do the same. So what do we have in here? We have multiple different cryptos, okay? But my top three are still the same. So I'm using the same exact layout that I'm using on the leverage trades for my top three. These are the ones that I think are going to be the least volatile, but have the most strength going into this bull market. All right. And that's Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. Now, all of these other coins, in my opinion, are still blue chips, but for USDC, because, you know, the United States dollar is a shitcoin, in my opinion. All right. Forever going down. It's lost 99% of its value over the last 100 years, and it's going to lose another 99% over the next 100 years. Okay. So, and yes, if you lose 99%, you can still lose another 99% as long as there's still $1 in there. Okay. So, in my opinion, all of these other cryptos are actually doing something. Now, we also earn fees in here by providing liquidity. And I'm not going to get too far into this. Again, I do have a YouTube video on this as well, and I have an extended video. If you're interested in learning more on that YouTube video, there's a link to it. But check this out. Every single time I end up coming here, we are earning fees because every single time somebody trades between Frax and Ethereum, Link and Ethereum, Ethereum and IMX, we get paid a small fee. And that adds up to, you know, I've had some, these are called liquidity pools. I've had some liquidity pools pay me thousands of % per year in Link and Ethereum, in FXS and Ethereum, okay, in all of these pairs. When the volume picks up, when there's a lot of people buying and selling, this is how you can really make some money during the crypto market. And this, we manage it fully for people. So if they want to understand how this works, okay, like we've got a video for it. But if you want to actually get into this and not have to manage your own stuff, you have this option. And again, we cannot pull out your money. So if you buy this token, the only one who can sell the token or the only one who can pull the value out of this is you. All right. So we just accommodate where the money goes, but we cannot control if you want to take your money out, which is the best part about this, because I've been ripped off in the past and it really sucks when you give away that power. We wanted to find a way where we can keep that power using the blockchain to do that. So each one of these, every single month, you know, we're earning just in each one of these cryptos, you know, between anywhere like 1.5% all the way to probably 5 to 6% per month in extra FXS, in extra Ethereum. Now, what do we do in terms of taking profit? All right. Taking profit is probably one of the top things that everybody needs to understand, because so many people, they get into crypto and they're like, well, I'm going to hold on to this crypto forever. I'm going to hold on to ADA forever, Cardano forever. I'm going to hold on to Polkadot forever. I'm going to hold on to EOS forever. And in my opinion, that is like the worst thing that you can do. All right. In my opinion, what I think, and this is just what I do. I'm not going to tell you what you do because this is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. Even when we manage that money, I'm still not your financial advisor on that end. Okay. And there's all sorts of things that show that. But when we're talking about taking profit, here's the way that I approach it. Okay. Let me share my screen here. And this is like the alpha of the alpha, guys and gals. Okay. This is the alpha of the alpha. So let's go ahead and show here. So when we take profit, we want to set up certain levels. Okay, to make sure that we do not get caught holding the bag for too long and that we walk away with something. Like last bull market, I walked away with hundreds of thousands of dollars. Even though my portfolio mooned up to, 2.5 million, I still walked away cash in hand with several hundred thousands of dollars. And I was able to go and buy things or invest it in, maybe some real world stuff, even investing it into my business. Okay. But which is teaching crypto. All right. But here, what we do is a very, very strategic thing. Okay. what we do is you take a look at Lido. Lido is actually one of the cryptos in our managed vault, and I'll go back to it so you can see. But we have a point at which we bought the crypto. All right, we have a point at which we bought the crypto, which is $1.56. Okay, once this crypto hits, sorry, no, that's not. That is not correct. Well, I can't read it off of here. I have it written down. This is the screenshot, doesn't show the correct. But once the crypto goes up by 500%, we're going to take profit. And how much profit do we take? Well, we're going to take 25% of our entire position, and we're going to go into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. And we're just going to evenly chunk that up. If it goes another, if it goes another 500%, we're going to again take another 25% out. Okay? We always want to be taking out profit. Now, if it goes down by 50%, let's say it hits 10x at this point in time, and now it goes down by 50% and comes back to this level here, what do? We're going to sell 50% of our position, the entire thing. So if we had $10,000 left, we will sell $5,000. We will sell $5,000. If it goes down by another 50% from there, we sell the entire position out. Maybe we'll leave 5-10%, maybe, just in case it comes back. Now, why would I do that? Why would I sell the entire position? And especially if, let's say, we're still in the middle of the bull market. Well, here's why. I'm going to show you. Let's take a look at SNX, which is actually one of the cryptos that we are holding. Hopefully this one goes back far enough, back to 2021. Okay, it did. So this one starts here in... Okay, so this chart here starts in July of 2020. I bought this back here like in June. I bought it at like 89 cents. I remember this was like one of my biggest gains, okay? One of my biggest gains. But let's take a look at here, okay? So from here all the way to the top, I made like 3,054% ish. All right. Don't kill the messenger. This is just a rough estimate. Actually, I ended up making more. Why? Because I was earning more in SNX by providing liquidity. And folks, this is what we call decentralized finance. I've been in decentralized finance since decentralized finance started in the summer of 2020. So I learned very early on, how can I provide liquidity so that I can earn fees every time somebody trades SNX? And I made a shit ton of money doing that. All right. Now, what ends up happening here, okay, is you take a look here, February of 2021. If there was anybody around in February of 2021, was that the end of the bull market? Let's see. Type in the chat. Nobody knows. Maybe there's a lag in the chat. Maybe there's a lag in the chat. All right, let me spare you the suspense. No, it was not the end of the bull market, but it was the end of SNX. Now, see, I was taking profits all the way up, and I was earning fees all the way up as well. But then once I started to see the trend reversal, I automatically started selling. Okay. And I made a ton of money. I mean, I turned like $2,500 into maybe even hundreds of thousands or $100,000 in a very, very short amount of time. Okay. By doing the liquidity pool, providing and all that stuff. But again, this is exactly why I would want to sell off the entire position, because if it's done, if it's lost steam, all right, that's it. Let's take a look at another one that didn't lose steam though. Okay, let's take a look at FXX. All right, this is another crypto that we've got in our managed vault. Okay, And let's take a look at what it did during this last bull market. So FXS actually started off like down here at like 150, I think is its all-time low, because there was a lot of people selling off. And it mooned all the way through January, arguably April, all right, of 2022, of last year. Or no, sorry, we're in 2024, 2 years ago. All right, so April, it's still moon. So at this point in time, let's chart this out. Would I have sold? Let's see. Okay, so this was its all-time high. Yeah, so I would have sold 50% right here, which again, I got in this one in the private sale, so I actually paid 8 cents for this one. So I made arguably a lot of money. I took a lot of profit though. All right, I wasn't stingy. I took a lot of profit. Okay, so we ended up, now here's the cool part. Here's the cool part. And if you want to write this down or come back to this, there's going to be a recording on YouTube later. See how it went back up? Well, I was able to make more money by holding on to that additional 50% that didn't go away. Do you see what I'm talking about? Oh, you guys can't see my screen. Shit. Sorry. Stop screen. Let's see. Window. There we go. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. So right here. So let's start off here. This is FXS. Okay. So FXS, you're able to see that it hit its all-time high here in this February. Yeah, February of 2022. All right, and it came close to its all-time high back here in December. I thought it was December, but oh wait, hold on. No, it was December or January. Okay, January is where it's hit its all-time high. Then it came down. Then it mooned back up. But see, so let me go back and show you guys this. So here, if it would have hit this point, I sold off 50%. Boom, gone. Now I still had my other 50% that I'm still holding on to. So as you can see here, it blasted back up from here, even though we had a little bit more pain here. Okay, but it wasn't a 50% drop from here to here, so I wouldn't have sold it. But this thing went back up by another 95%. Okay, went up by another 95% and would have given me an opportunity to sell again. It would have given me an opportunity to sell again. Okay, and then once we essentially would have hit this mark, basically somewhere around here. Now, hold on. Let's take a look at from here to there. I'm going to give you guys the best. So from here to here, now I sell off my entire position. Now, again, I got into this at 8 cents. So I did really, really, really well with this one. And I did hold some. All right. I did hold some because I like the project. I like what they were doing. And I think that they have a very, very good future. And it's starting to come back. It started to come back last year. And then it had just some dark days here. Not for anything, but I just think people haven't caught on to FXS yet. All right. People haven't caught on to FXS yet. So anyways, this is part of my strategy. Again, if you want to be exposed to all of these, you can see here what we're in the managed vault: FXS, Chainlink, Aave, Lido, MLN, which is the enzyme token, this is the decentralized application that we use. IMX, Convex, Matic, GRT, Maker. We have all of these, and then we have them all producing us, cash flowing for us. Now, we also did, and here's the best part about it, all right, guys and gals. I also did a webinar with Lorenzo Abeto, who is the best crypto CPA out there. the best. So if you guys want more information on that, there's a YouTube video on that. But we also showed you guys that when you buy this token, if you're in the US or in a country that taxes similar to the US, okay, you earn fees tax deferred. You earn these fees tax deferred, okay? And here's the thing. Here's the best part about it. You will not pay taxes until you actually sell those tokens, all right? Now, if I'm providing liquidity as an individual, which I do, all right, now I've got to pay taxes. I've got to pay taxes for any of the fees that I've earned throughout the year, and I have, all right, and it sucks. Here gives you an option to be exposed to earn fees, but also earn it tax deferred. And if you don't know what a deferral of taxes does to your stack, oh boy, you guys don't see the screen? I see it here. So wait, I guess you guys, Lorenzo Tax. Yeah, no. So if you guys have to go to my YouTube channel and check it out. And by the way, if you're there, might as well subscribe and hit that bell button so that you keep getting all the best info. Now, if you're interested in learning about how all this works, how you can start getting into DeFi, how you can start doing this on your own, okay? Somebody dropped the link in there to book a call. You can book a call, speak to one of us. We have a special New Year's deal, okay? We have a special New Year's deal for you guys. And so it's right there. It's arcrypto.io/call. Okay. And you guys can get on fresh, learn this stuff. It's not expensive. You can get in for very, very inexpensive. I think it starts at like $480 or something like that. But to learn some of this stuff and some of the things that we teach, y'all are going to love it. Y'all are going to love it. It's a very, 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 cool experience. There's actually some people here on our YouTube, I think, that are part of the community. If you guys wouldn't mind just give us a little short testimonial, guys that are in there, so that people can see that we're the real deal. I'd argue we're the best at teaching people decentralized finance. And by the way, this is where all of this is headed, guys and gals. If you still think that your dollar is gonna be the main transit for transferring value, you are sorely mistaken. All right, you are sorely mistaken, and it's starting to unwind right in front of our faces. We're starting to see things like Bitcoin. If you take a look at the chart of Bitcoin, actually, let's share that. Let's see the overall chart of Bitcoin. All right, because a lot of people, they just think so short term, and I want everybody here to stop thinking short term and to start thinking long term, because that's how things happen. There's a really good book, by the way, called The Psychology of Money. All right, and the psychology of money really shows you what you can expect when you're dealing with a very solid asset like Bitcoin. All right, now look at this. All right, this chart starts all the way back here in 2012, all right? And look at how far it's gone. I mean, you could have even bought here back in 2017 at the height of the market, and you would still be way up. You would still be way up, all right? Here, you would be up by double. There's no other asset that's doing that. Not gold, not silver, all right? Stocks, maybe some stocks, but stocks are a derivative of the United States market as well, not real estate, all right? Bitcoin is the one. And look, we are on our way back up, guys and gals. We are on our way back up. So this, in my opinion, even with the dips and valleys and all this stuff, I'd rather be exposed to the volatility of crypto or of an asset that has real value than be exposed to the dollar or a dollar derivative, okay, and lose value to inflation year after year after year. And by the way, I'm going to do a webinar with Billy Carson in regards to this. I don't know when it is, but it's coming up. It's going to be on his channel. And the dollar is your best bet when it comes to fiat currencies, except for maybe the Japanese yen and maybe like one or two other ones. But there are hundreds of fiat currencies, and they all are worse than the dollar. And the dollar has lost 99% of its value just in the last 100 years. And it will lose another 99% of its value in the next probably 10. All right? So don't wait. Learn this new skill. The British pound is bullshit too, Bradley. The British pound, it's another fiat currency that they will keep inflating over and over again. I would argue my managed vault token, this one, is better than the dollar and the British pound. Why? It's backed by assets. It's backed by assets, and I can't just print it into oblivion. There are rules around this. And as value gets put into it, then we're able to print. But unless value gets put into it, we cannot print more. It is smart contract law in here. It is smart contract. I cannot change it. The developers cannot change it. All right? This is the way that it works. In nature, in real life. But what do the governments do? They print something out of nothing. And just like Sully said there, all fiat currency is economic slavery. And take a look. Go back in time. There were times in history, in the United States, in Russia, in UK, before it was known as the UK, that they had times where they did not go on to this slave indebtedness created by usury and central banks. Okay? And this is what we want to help you guys get out of. We want to help you guys get out of this because it is downright slavery in the existing system. And I really believe in my heart of hearts, because I've been studying this for 7 years now. I've been teaching crypto since 2018. Okay? 2018. Yeah, so 6 years. I've been teaching crypto for 6 years. I've been in the market for almost 7 years. But teaching it for 6 years. All right? And we started in January of 2018. We should throw ourselves a anniversary party, guys. Anyways, again, if you're interested in learning more about this, book a call. Don't wait. I really think that this is the year, with all the bullshit going on, with all the wars and all this stuff, that crypto is going to show what it's really made out of. And there are some horrible cryptocurrencies out there. There have been some horrible bad actors out there in crypto, but there are way worse bad actors in the fiat currency system, in my opinion, way higher up than you and me, than there are in crypto any day of the week. And we want to show you how to stay away from those bad actors as well. We want to show you how that works. What happens to this crypto space and our investments if a temporary global blackout take place? Botanical, brother, if there is a temporary global blackout, the only currency that you're going to need is food, water, and bullets. All right. So your dollar is going to be worth shit, all right, because you won't even be able to log onto the internet. Most of our money that we use now is all online, and you're telling me there's a blackout, you're going to go with a worthless piece of paper with a dead president on it, and you're going to accept that bullshit? No fucking way, dude. No way. Not now, not never. So let's hope that there is not a global blackout and that we're able to resolve all of this peacefully and that we are able to decentralize the world. In my opinion, that's the best way to do it. Have local economies, have local governments, and really run by the people. Really run by the people. But, and again, let's put this energy out there, because I do, part of our program, we actually we teach the mental side. We actually have one class called Thrive Thursday, where we teach you meditation. We teach you how all this works in your mind, the psychology of money. We have two people that teach that. Nick Manell, who works with Joe Dispenza, and we have Gemma, who's been teaching people psychology of money for years and years now. And so they're both just killer. But let's not put that out in the world. Right now, everybody, watch like No Way Back Home or whatever that Netflix thing is, okay? And everybody's freaking out. There's going to be an EMP attack. There's going to be there's going to be a war. Let's start putting out better energy out there. Instead of doing that, which is what they want, all right? These guys thrive. They are like viruses. They just thrive off of you being scared and weak. Let's put out there, well, what if we had something that was decentralized? What if we had a fairer thing? What if the people stood up and said no, like they're doing in Germany, right? What if all of our crop came locally and we weren't poisoning our crops? What if we weren't over-tilling the land? What if we weren't overeating? What if we weren't drinking shit anymore? What if we stopped, drinking so much alcohol? Like, these are the sort of things that I ask myself, and I go, man, the future looks bright. The future looks bright. Because there are other factors that are opposing all this fear and uncertainty and doubt that I believe we're going to end up ahead. Anybody who's sitting on this right now, I believe if we start thinking on that frequency, just like Lynn said, that there's not going to be that stuff happening. But it starts with us. Every day, when you start to feel that fear, don't let it. You're harming even your own body and your own mind. And this is coming from somebody who had colon cancer, all right? Who let that fear, uncertainty, hate, distrust in humanity, just negative poison that I was putting in my body, that ended up causing cancer inside of me, all right? Colon cancer at 38 years old, all right? Knock on wood, I'm over 5 years cancer-free. So let's send that vibe out there, and let's get it definitely more on the positive side. Anyways, guys, gals, I have lots of YouTube videos if you want to keep watching. If you're not ready to commit, I still want to earn your views. I want to earn everybody in here subscribing to this channel. So subscribe to the channel. If you're ready to take the leap, if you're ready to start learning DeFi, head over, book a call. It's arcrypto.io/call. We have it here in the chat, and you guys can just simply head over there. And if you just want to learn more info, you can just head over to arcrypto.io, and that's our website. You can also learn more there as well. So anyways, let's make it happen, guys and gals. Every Thursday at 10 a.m., I will see you live here, sending you all lots of love and light. And remember, keep that mind positive. Keep your body positive. Eat good things. Think good thoughts about other people, about your friends and family and your neighbors, and the world will start to turn around. We're doing it using crypto, but let's make it happen. All right, everybody. Cheers.